Arkadaşım, the guy messaged me and he went, "Hi." You don't know who I am, Papa. The UK's.
Bence siz diğer bakanlara benzemiyor.
Sağ ol Burak. Bir etkinlik atayım da bir iki elde şey atayım dedim. Klasman. Öğlen okul saatine kadar. Oradan bakalım bir 12, 1, 2 saat oynarız ya herhalde. Nasip. Biraz uğraşayım klasmanla. Bu sefer erkenden son gün çıktık geçen gün. Şu 50 parayı alıverelim. Aslında ayakkabıları da almam lazım bundan sonra. Çok ayakkabı lazım ya. Mücadele ruhum yok. Pozisyon takibim yok. Gelmiyorlar. Geçen çektim baya bir şey ayakkabı. Gelmedi bir türlü ya bu ikisi. Bu ikisi lazım sadece bana ya. Başka 5'er tane 10'er tane olsa çok güzel olacak. Her gelen aha, hata yaptım. Dur bakalım. Isınamadım daha. Pası versem Erkenden güzel. Anam niye çekiyorsun adamı oraya? Evet şeyi de aldık. Sen söyle adını. Vallahi hoş adam ya. Bakalım nasıl olacak. Tabii canım onu da değiştirmeler lazım şerefsizler. Ne amınım içinden çektiriyorsun. 10 tane kaptanlık geliyor. 10 tane bilmem şey geliyor. Ne onun adı en sevmediğim şeyler. Zaten 2-3 tanesi var. Nefret ediyorum onları görmekten. Onun adını da söyleyemedim. Bakmam lazım. Neyse. İşte onun saçma sapan istediğini seçeceksin abi. Ha tamam hani parayla mı satacaksın? Onu da parayla sat anasını satayım. Bırak millet seçsin istediğini ne lazımsa onu seçsin. Boşuna mı emek veriyorsun o kadar etkinlik yapıyorum. Tabii canım onlar olmasa şut bile çekemezsin ya doğru dürüst. Ne bileyim. Hadi be. Hadi be. Niye yavaş sen? Yavaş. Yine hata yapıyoruz. Bir şey yapamam. Kendime gelemedim henüz. Ha. Rüdiger. Rüdiger mi kaldı gari ya? Rüdiger de gitti ya. Adam sakat mı? Ne bilmiyoruz ki. Hadi şimdi işte. Yürü oğlum. Atarsın lütfen at. Ah niye durdurdu bu? Durdurdu bir an ya. Sevmediğim şeyi yapıyor ya. Oğlum ne yapalım be? Verme ha. Kart mart verme. Aynen. Yo henüz işte elim soğuk ya biraz. Yeni başı ilk maç ya bu. Biraz şey oluyorum ben hemen hazırlanamıyorum ya. Biraz saçmalıyoruz bazen. Aha, aha, Victor Baya ilk kalecilerimdendir kendisi. Ama boyu çok kısa. İlk zamanlar seviyordum. Güzel şeyler yapıyorduk yani. Ama boyu kısa. Ama yine de idare eder adam ya. Seviyorum adamı. Dün akşam 2 klasman yaptım yatmadan önce. İyiydi yani. Ama be sokuver içeri be. Niye abi niye?
Blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press and there's simply no way out. Has a look and plays it forward. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Gets a good foot in there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Well, that's down. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed. That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him. Things starting to look very comfortable. You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go. That pass isn't the best. GONAMi, and they're quick to get it back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Dani Olmo. Alexander-Arnold just loves to go forward whenever he can. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pass somewhat off target. Caught offside that time. Camavinga cuts it out. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that is one way to stop him. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Owen. He decides to cross it. Trife! That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Mbappe! He's picked his way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Hazard. Alaba. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here. Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are already promptly back underway. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a good ball. Alexander-Arnold with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger. Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Hazard. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Oynamıyordum ya. Bir yere vardım.
GONAMi thinks one through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. They should have done a lot better there. The final
Niye
ball
abi,
was
niye?
very poor. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish?
Sorun yok ya.
It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And that really is so impressive. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps. So is this the start of a comeback?
Bende bir sorun yok. Ben Türkiye'de yaşamıyorum.
To the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Bende hiçbir sorun olmadı bugüne kadar.
This is Owen. That is a brilliant interception. Camavinga and Dani Olmo. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's through here and he's in on goal.
Ah, ne yapıyorsun be? Nereye atıyorsun abi? Ben nereye attım? Adam nereye atıyor ya? Ben Cruyff'a attım onu ya. Allah'ım ya, bu neresi? Ah. Emi. 50 para gelmiş. Onu alıverem dedim ya. Biraz ısınayım, 50 parayla da klasmana gireriz dedim. 1-2 maç. Ama bu ayakkabıları alırsam iyi olacak. Aha. Çok teştin çukuru ya. Çukuru teştin. Boku çıkarana kadar. Ne yapayım? İyi yaptın ama iyi oldu, sağ ol. Senin de faydan oldu tabii ki. Ama 10 topta çıkması ayrı bir güzel oldu ya. Baktı bu ağlayacak, bu gariban dedi. Parası yok dedi. Ağlayıp duruyor dedi her zaman. Bari dedi 10 topa verelim dedi. Aynen. Keşke Adriano yerine o gelseydi 10 topa ilk geldiğinde.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Madrid can breathe
Ya
just.
gariban ya. Emmi bırak bu işleri lütfen bak. Bizde de aşağı geçme ya. Euroların içinde yüzüp durursun gariban. Ama sana gelmiyordu normalde, biliyor musun? Konami delirtiyordu seni. Yani ilginç, sana da erken geldi, güzel oldu. Aslında biraderine geliyordu normalde, biliyor musun? Ne bileyim, şeye geliyordu, Adnan emmiye, Merdo'ya, Carçurt. Sana da gelmeye başladı galiba. Gırdın şeytanın bacağını, başladın bu işlere. Dedi Konami dedi, bu adam da gari çekiyor dedi, para harcıyor dedi. Verelim dedi. Sana bir nedvet de gelirse tamam senin iş. Ya ben gari bunu saldım, öylesine şey yapıyorum ya, fazla kasmıyorum. 4-1 olmuş, hala neye çıkman ya. Adamı illa uğraştırın. Aslında elin ısınıyor biraz be, böyle oynayınca. Yeni mal aldın gari, ne yaptın? Yeni model çıkıyor mu her sene? Yoksa eski mallarla devam mı ediyor? Bak hemen akıdım çocuğu.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Keeper is right behind him.
Ellerim yeniliyor. Elindekilerle beraber. Aslında elindekileri geri alacak şey. Öyle bir şeyin olacak. Elinde eski modelleri alacak, yeni modelleri verecek. Hani öyle bir şeyin olsa, büyük bir firma gibi, ne bileyim. Daha güzel olur da, ama yapmazlar bizim orada böyle. Tabii canım. Ha ne bileyim, adamdan 20 euroya mı aldın? Anlaşma olacak. Diyecek ki adam sana 15 euroya geri alıyorum. Yenisini yine 20 neyse, yeni fiyat neyse 25 euroya ver. Hani öyle şey yapsa, yardım etse güzel olur sistem tabii. Ama bizim orada olmaz. Bizde 10-15 sene butikçilik yaptım benim de, oradan biliyorum bu işleri ben aslında. Neyin ne olduğunu, mal alma gitme çok zordu. İzmir'e giderlerdi her zaman. Arabanın arkasını doldur gel. Bir şeyler. Şu ayakkabıları da alıveram ya. Evet. Yine gittik bir yere. Gari gitmeyiz. Alırsak şunlar hızlıca bitse hiç bakmıyorum bile ya. Çok önemsemediğimiz için.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Eto. Can he get it through? Van Bronckhorst.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter.
He's gone for goal! And the counter is on. Jimenez. Now that's well seen too.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the through ball. He's being urged to shoot. And he's gone looking for safety. Eto receives it in a good position here. And a chance! We've got a goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, he it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for options for movement. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Guti. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Iniesta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Guti. That's a cute ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's bounced back off the post. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Yaya Toure. Looking tidy in possession. And Messi! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Owen! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Not the most accurate pass. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Iniesta. Played into space. Guti. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice control. He's got away, and the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Owen! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's there! And again they hit the front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid go into the lead. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo gets into some space. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Araujo cuts it out. Neymar, great ball, and he's in here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's got plenty of space out wide here. No, it's come to nothing. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Just about up to the hour now. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Now, can they get him away? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want... Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
They've played it short. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that is expertly dealt with.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent. Can he finish? It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe, and the finish! Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Madrid take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's gone in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only... Oh, what a mistake! He's free, he has got space. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to turn a deficit into a lead. It's hit the upright. Now the cross. Cleared without hesitation. Looking for the run.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Messi. He's had it to roll! In with the challenge. Iniesta has been caught there, it's a foul. Tries to play it through. Well, what about it? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Good running, strong and purposeful. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe, it's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's gone loose. And it's Yaya Toure. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Aims beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, good ball. There's the shot. Oh, what about that? And that may just do it. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. And that's that. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines, and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Bojan. In by Bojan. And he's there to get it away. It's going to be another throw. It's come to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. Great big chance! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about...
Lewandowski! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And the ball's gone astray. He's gone for goal! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Owen. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That has not gone well. It's a sharp little ball here. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Caught offside that time. Now it's Owen. Owen has been caught there, it's a foul. Howson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Good strike, quite an alarm. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Lewandowski, it's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's tried one! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Cruyff. Pedri. Nice interception, well timed. It's ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him all? Can he finish? Yes, it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Applies the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, super! And he shoots! And he's found the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what Lewandowski! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Smartly reclaimed. Now it's Yamal. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rafinha.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Taken back almost at once. Nicely spread. Drives it in. Bojan. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the first half is done. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Knocks it into space. That pass just didn't quite work. And that is a little undercooked. Balde calmly anticipates. And here's Rafinha. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Pedri. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Now it's Cruyff. Edmilson. Oh, important interception. Can he get on the end of this? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Deep cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Van Bronckhorst. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Priol spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's straight offside. And that has left him in a heap. That's a shade optimistic. Aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Priol. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is as far as they're going to go. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that is one way to stop him. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention.
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, Neymar, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal
Threads one in. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Van Bronckhorst. Now Mbappe.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries to pass it through. Benzema was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Eto'o. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Habrá
Lovely
2
pass,
minutos de
but can
descuento.
he get there? And he's worked it through. Oh no, this does not look good. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's a throw. And that's it. Madrid can celebrate now. They have exactly what... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn is...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Hazard, and he's forced to go back. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, played right into his path. He's through, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Rashford. Mbappe is onto this. Rudiger. Pedri. Goulet. That looks a decent ball. And he's there to retrieve it. He's picked his way through. And the shot! First quarter of an hour gone. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Hazard. And here's Rashford. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rashford. Mbappe goes for a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Guti. Nicely weighted ball. Eto chooses to go back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has been slung wide. Goulet proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Hazard. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And this is Eto. Guti receives it in a good position here. Pedri. Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Just the goalkeeper's shot at goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Eto is Eto! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they...
Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar has it out wide and in space.
2 minutos de descuento.
Pedri. And he's intervened well there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pedri. Goulet. Azar. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18. Eto.
And the second half gets underway.
Serán sustituidos.
Madrid changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score.
Messi.
Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Cruyff. And that's another good win of the ball. Alexander-Arnold. And Kubasi. Pedri. And it's Azar. Azar. Fermin. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Bayer deals with that nice and simple. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. And it's Lopez. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's not an especially good pass, that. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. And here's Rashford. Decent chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's having a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
They've played it short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Neymar, looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. Goulet. Rashford. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Camavinga. Now Howson. And it's Camavinga. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Neymar. That interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Fermin. And here's Goulet. Cruyff. It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well,
Chance! He has done it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Camavinga, and that has left him in a heap. Hops for safety. Fermin. And it's Azar. Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. Pedri. And Goulet. Aimed beyond the defence. Triol. And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Owen. Pedri.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Hazard is in a really good position out wide. And it's Arda Güler. And he skips past his man. Fermin gives it back. Neymar, and the counter is on. He's through here. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee's come over, it's a red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional. Neymar! Corner number 2 then. He's got tall. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.